Hello, boys and girls. How you doing today? We are back with another episode of my favorite show on the air, 420 Tarot. And
Yeah.
today I'm being joined by Jay, MaJESStic Oracle herself. What's up, High Priestess? I see your shirt looking good. I
You
didn't know
like? Yeah.
you are.
It's got little cannabis leaves on it in rainbow.
Look at that. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm have to get my High Priestess one of those. That's awesome.
Yeah. How are you doing? Hey
I'm
everybody.
good. Hi, everybody. First, let's say hi to who's in chat. Wow, we've got a full house already.
Yeah, we do.
Let's
I
see.
hope I can keep up.
Amanda, Tropical Empress in Spirit. Chris,
Hi.
Obelisk Hangman. Ramon is here. What up, bro?
Yes.
Denise. Okay, I saw Heather's name. Up there she is, Heather. And Ange. Hi, Ange. I got your email. I'm so glad you liked the trinkets I sent you. I'm sorry you had to wait a month and a half to get them because of your Canadian strike out there in the
Yeah.
wilderness. Jenny, Diane, Maru. Maruta's here.
We got a
Diane
full
G,
house.
Reggie, what up, bro? And there's me and Jay. Okay. So here's the thing for tonight, you guys. Um, you know how it goes. If you want a question answered, the prompt is hashtag bong. I like saying bong. Um, tonight, here is what we've got for you. Please remember, we are not doctors or professionals. We are psychics and tarot card readers. Um, Readings are for entertainment purposes only. We are not medical experts. Tonight, we address the following: what makes you unique? What challenges your individuality? And how to celebrate yourself. Going into the new year, Jay and I decided this would be the best reading for tonight. And please put hashtag bong if you would like to know the answers to these questions. Speaking of bong, I do not have a bong tonight. What I
You
have,
don't?
no, because I didn't. I had a busy day at work today. I was very grateful. I had the money to go buy my weed, but I just didn't have the time. So we're doing old school vape pen, and
Okay.
we have Jelly Sickle, one of my favorite flavors. If you haven't tried it, girl, oh, it's so tasty.
Jelly sickle. I don't know
Mhm.
if I have tried it. Well, tonight I have my little drink, but I have CBD drops.
Sip, sip.
And yeah, so I'll be, it's tincture. So it'll be tincture and taro instead of token taro.
Tincture and taro, I like it. We're gonna have to do a
And
show
then
then.
I know there's so many different types of ways, to consume cannabis. It's not just, smoke anymore.
Well, let's talk about that for a second while we wait for people to hashtag bong. I see Amanda's got it in, girlfriend.
Okay.
Um, I, for those who have never seen 420 Tarot with me before, I use cannabis for medical purposes, but as a witch, I use cannabis for spiritual purposes also to put me in that liminal mind frame, that in between stage. And readings, I see Reggie, thank you. Um, it just puts me in a better frame of mind to do cards there.
Right.
Let's get my brand off of your forehead. Um, Maru, I got you, girlfriend. Yeah. How long have you been using cannabis in your spiritual journey?
Well, what's funny is when I got in my car accident when I was 17 up until about 37, I would smoke off and on because it wasn't legal then. I'm in Washington. And it was, for pain and anxiety and stuff, but we didn't have dispensaries back then. So
Right.
it was just, the local, you know, person that we knew. And so as I started getting older and really, getting off the actual, pain medication, I started looking into the different, types of herb and the different ways that you could use it, take it, ingest it. And so once I got into school, it was my shaman professor that actually started talking to me about, different ways that, people, use cannabis. And I had already, done a lot of research as far as like the kind that I wanted, because, for entertainment purposes only. Not everyone can, not everyone can smoke or consume,
Right.
because there's different ways. You can eat it, you can smoke it, you can. This is actually a rub that I put on for when I have aches and pains. And you can put little drops in your drink. So not everyone, if they don't like the smell, um, there's different ways. They have really great food now at the dispensaries. But I found that finding the right strain, and whether it's indica, which is like a downer, or sativa, which is an upper, or a hybrid, which is putting them together, it really made the difference between me being able to focus like better than, ADD medicine, because I was able to calm, versus
Sure.
just staying on the couch and just watching TV and being tired. I've never been able to um,
I
really
would
do
just like
that.
to
And
point
so,
out that noise you heard right now
yeah,
was the mirror that's been on my wall for the past 4 years just fell down, but it did not break. So that's kind of cool.
yeah, spirit is talking. Okay.
Yeah, spirit's moving tonight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Jay, do me a favor. Expound on
What?
cannabis for a second. I have to go grab something. It's very important. I'll
You
be
got it.
right.
Okay. Um, Bear with me, everyone. I'm trying to look at the chat, pay attention, and finish my thought. Okay. So what I was saying was the different ways that you can consume it. Lots of people, you know, depending on where they live, it might not be legal. But I found that once it had become legal, it was a lot easier for people to accept. And I think people felt a lot safer when it came to using. I have several people in my family that have had cancer or died of cancer, and it was a difference between them, living a longer life by consuming. um, and I, you know like I said, I don't advocate it if you've never done it, but as far as spiritually, like, Bobby says, I do my practice differently with it. It's not, I can come home and do what I want to do and smoke or eat something. But when it comes to spirituality, there's a whole other way that I even inhale, that I sit, that I meditate. I have certain music and everything kind of coming in with that spirituality, especially from like the Rastafarians and how, they smoke. I learned from them and the shamans. So it made a difference on how I really looked at it, as opposed to just, the stereotypical, sitting with your friends. Because I've
Yeah.
always been that kind of girl that, will partake and then get spiritual. Like, I
Yeah.
want to talk about like deep stuff.
My sister and I used to my sister is out there like I am. And back in the day when we were young, we would get really fucked up and start going into time travel discussions and cause and effect
Right.
discussions. It just takes it in
Mm-hmm.
a different direction. Now, we are not here to promote cannabis. Let's get that out of the way right now.
Yes.
Jay and I do partake for spiritual reasons and for fun. We're not going to deny it. We like getting
Yeah.
blazed. But we're also responsible. I don't do a session like this without setting up wards around the room, without cleansing, without putting myself in that spiritual mindset. This is not a game to me. It
Yeah.
is combining my two favorite things, tarot and getting fucked up. And there is a crossroads, okay? um, I make no bones about it. I like to get fucked up. For those who don't know, I do have HIV, and before I was smoking again, there was decades when I didn't touch a substance of any kind, because I was trying to obviously prolong my life. But it got to the point where I couldn't eat, and I was down to like 125 pounds. I weigh 185 now. Okay, 190. Leave me alone. But that's because I smoke. I had to start smoking again to be able to eat. And that was a conscious decision I made. And it went again, everything, all of my friends, because at the time I was in Narcotics Anonymous. I wasn't just in Narcotics Anonymous, I ran the group and I was the representative for our group. It was called the GSR. So I would go to the big meetings and stuff. When I decided that I couldn't eat anymore, and I made the decision to start smoking, lost every friend I had in Narcotics Anonymous, everyone, which I understand. There was people, old timers in there who had cancer and were dying and refused to smoke, and I'm like, that's great, good for you. I'm gonna okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So I
Oh
respect their
my goodness.
decision, but I was not going to put myself what I saw them going through. I just wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I say to this, let's take a hit or a drink.
Tincture and taro, everyone. Cheers.
Tincture and taro. It's a tink and toke.
Yes. I hope everybody had a good holiday and bringing in the new year.
I hope the holidays were good for everybody. So
Yes.
what I had to go get was my fan finally
Your
arrived.
fan.
Now
Oh,
in
I
Jerry,
love it.
I
Oh my
said,
gosh.
let him show up. I've been using this type of fans since the early 2000s when I became a nail tech, because any girl who's had her who's had her nails done knows that sometimes they put a spray on there or a dehydrator that they wait for the air to dry, or you could just go like that, put your fan aside and go on with the service. So I used to love using my fan. When I saw Gerald doing it, it just made me feel good.
I know. I love it.
Oh, don't worry, Jenny. Yeah, it was difficult at the time, but I support their decision to stand by that and not smoke. But I'm a wussy when it comes to physical pain. Unless there's sex involved, you do not hurt me. Okay, so the first questionnaire that we have is Amanda.
Oh, okay.
Tropical
Hi, Amanda.
Ferret. We're gonna go old school tonight, you guys. I'm gonna do old school Rider-Waite Smith.
That reminds me. I have a whole. You know how sometimes you just forget, like, oh yeah, I forgot about that deck.
Yes, I'm working on a app for our website that you can download to keep track of your tarot decks.
Oh, I love that idea.
Luckily, I'm working with a really good web designer. Unluckily, the poor guy is swamped because I keep throwing things at him. You're a fan of my fan, Maru?
Yeah, I love those fans. Especially when you can accent a good joke.
Absolutely. All right. You've got three. Squinting. I'm going to go ahead and go first since you're still shuffling.
Please do. Please do. Please do. Yeah, I'm just trying to kind of get.
I'm going to start off, Amanda, by telling you have three major arcana cards. Judgment, the Star in reverse, and the Hermit. What makes you unique? Your connection to spirit. All right. That's what makes you unique. I've been watching you for about a year now, I think. And you are so smooth when you deliver your readings. And I watched you for the first week. I examine readers, especially people I know. I want to understand their style. And it's
Mhm.
obvious when you read, you're touching spirit, right? It's like aces are connected to the first sphere of the tree of life called Keter. That's where your strength lies, in your connection to spirit. Now, the next card was, what was it? What challenges?
What
I don't
challenges your individuality?
Okay.
I had to write it down. I'm not
um,
even gonna front. Yeah, I wrote it down.
what makes you unique? What challenges your individuality? Is the Star in reverse. I know that you can't see very well on this screen, this camera. I have it all funky. What challenges your individuality is that sometimes you don't understand which way to go. Sometimes you doubt yourself, and you shouldn't. You know you shouldn't. And when you doubt yourself, it starts a cascading effect. And you always put yourself out. But for that brief period, that brief moment, you doubt. Don't do that. Right? You're one of the strongest readers I know who is connected very close to spirit. Um, I'm always jealous of people who just are fluid with their readings, because sometimes I have to stop and wait for the next phrase to come in my head. What is spirit going to say? With you, you don't do that. Um, I don't think you recognize how potent your readings are, and that's your downfall. The final card we have, how to celebrate yourself. We have the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit is aligned with Virgo also. What I'm feeling from this is that you're not only a healer on a spiritual level, but you have the makings of an actual physical healer, should you choose to follow down that road. I don't know if anybody's ever told you that before. If not, allow me to be the first, my dear. Um, you you have a specialness about you. You're able to see the light in people and to bring it out. And for that, I thank you for being that type of person in the world, and for being my friend as well. Jay, what do you got?
Okay, so for Amanda, hello. This is the first time I've ever read for her live, so it's a big
I was
deal here.
wondering about that.
Yes, I mean, I've read in private, but lives never happened, so here we go. Okay, so what makes you unique? I got the King of Cups. Trustworthy, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust. Well-intentioned, just an overall counselor, but you've got, this badass energy, of course, of the king, like always, when you need to be. And I think it flows well as far as what challenges your individuality. I have the Nine of Cups. Your wishes coming true, your dreams, this magical life and good fortune. I think right now, and this is not a psychic thing, it's only because I know her, but there's a lot of things going on. And as far as the challenges of where to go, what to do, her next steps, she's got all these possibilities that are endless. She's so talented and so smart. And a way to celebrate yourself, I got the Sun. Look at that. And I feel like with the Sun, um, you know, there's gratitude towards the divine, you know, your plans working out well and things, you know, going well. And the angel for the card is Archangel Uriel. And he's really good to call on when it comes to, you know, projects or just, you know, reading in general and trying to get your thoughts together. Because I know, you know, a lot of readers, when it comes to doing lots of readings with all the energy in the chat, I always call on him when I got to get my stuff together. So that's what I have. That's what I have for your 3 cards.
Thank you for letting us read for you tonight, Amanda.
Yes, thank you, Amanda. I hope that resonates.
And I'm serious. Talk to, if you have a Reiki master friend, talk to them about physical healing, studying Reiki. I guarantee you have that ability. I can hear it in your voice. You're going to laugh when I say this, but every time you say baby during one of your readings, that's okay, baby. You just
I know, it's so cute. It's so cute. I can't even do it like her, but
no, I
it's
can't
genuine.
either.
Yeah, I can't.
You have that power that just drips off your words.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's not when weed made me cough. It's the water I swallowed the wrong way.
Usually it's the opposite.
Right? Okay, so beautiful messages, Bobby and Jess. It all resonates. Excellent.
Good.
Okay, let's take this star off. Now, Reggie, how you doing, mate? So, what makes you unique? What challenges your individuality? And how to celebrate yourself. So let me shuffle up for a sec.
Let me.
Conflict. The first thing I'm going to tell you, Reggie, is I'm not getting clear shuffles right now, which tells me there's some conflict and difficulty going on around you right now. There we go. Now we're with it.
Okay, Reggie.
Yeah, for those who have not seen Amanda's channel, which I find hard to believe that anybody in my show has not seen Amanda's channel, please check her out. She is one of my favorite people to watch. Her, Ramon, because they both have that voice that just relays calmness and confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Ramon, I do have to give him some extra props because I'm like, what can't you do? He sings.
He sings too.
Bobby,
Motherfucker.
go to his channel. He just left 2 videos where I was like,
I haven't seen him yet.
anything you can't. Very good. Very, very good. Yes. Ramon is excellent. Yes, he can sing.
Well, that's good. When I go visit Ramon one of these days, he could take me out for karaoke.
Ooh.
Okay, Jenny, I got you. All right.
I got a new
All right, Reg.
notification.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. One wanted to pop out. That was extra.
I love those.
Yeah. Well, you know how sometimes Spirit just says like, pull just one more.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I've never used this deck, so this is going to be.
Amanda says, "Ooh la la, Ramon's serenading us."
Yeah.
Tarot cards yet? Yeah, okay. I will see. I will watch that tonight, you guys. I don't want to watch this tonight because it's just going to make me want to bang my head against the floor. So here's what I got for you. What makes you unique? We have the Four of Swords upside down. What makes you unique, my dear, is, how do I say this? You know when you need to stop. You know when you need to pull back from something to find your balance. You recognize it, but usually too late. Um, by the time you realize you need to pull back from things, you're in the middle of it. But still, you go with it, you pull back, you rebalance, and you find yourself again. All right. The fact that you wait until the last minute tells me you don't like to give up on things. You refuse. I'll show that, but there we go. That was funny. It made me laugh. So you do know when to pull back and find healing, to find the balance. The Four of Swords is a card of Libra. Libra is all about balance. A lot of people, even when they're hit with tough times, won't admit that it's time to pull back and look at things from a new angle, gain your feet again. All right. You do. You also get bored very easily. What challenges your individuality? You get bored, you get boxed in, and you want to try new things that challenge your mind. You love love. This card is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is all about being boxed in sometimes. What challenges your individuality is the fact that you are so focused on certain aspects of life, you don't pay attention to other aspects. I would like to point out that you've got two upside down fours starting off your spread. Fours are all about stability and structure, but in astrology, when it's gone to the dark side, so to speak, it creates tension. So this is saying right now there's a lot of tension in your life. The final card, how to celebrate yourself. You have the High Priestess upside down. What I'm getting from this is the two pillars. Oh, where's it? There it is. Boaz and Jachin. All right. This again is finding your balance. Unfortunately, you usually put yourself through the ringer unnecessarily on your way to finding balance again. All right. This says you are a very smart, very sensitive person, but you honestly need to find a little more structure and balance in your life, my friend. All right. So that's what I got for you now. Jay, what you got, girl?
Okay. Well, okay, so what makes you unique? I got the Obsidian card, Grounding, Shielding, and Void. I feel like as far as, what makes you have a way that you work with stones, or the energy around the stone has an effect on you. And saying that it can be the best thing, or like Bobby said, balance, because it can be for grounding, shielding, protection from all types of energy. But as far as there's something I'm not sure as far as what types of stones or what you would, use them for spiritually, but what challenges your individuality, I got the bathroom card, which is cleanse and clarify. So I don't know if maybe part of your uniqueness is, once you are working with stones, is to make sure that you're cleansing them, and that if they're taking on the energy, that you're doing the things you need to do to kind of take care of them. Because the third card that I got is new moon, and we just had a new moon, but a way to celebrate yourself, and it goes along with everything, is to put the stones that you're working with out in the new moon, and be able to work with, I don't know if you work with lunar energy, but it seems like you would be good at it. Now the new moon, of course, is the opposite of the full moon, so it's the darker moon. So it's important around this time to definitely make sure that you're grounded and that you stay cleansed and cleared of anything. And then Spirit just kind of told me to pull one more card, and it's go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, and receiving. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that kind of tells us the same thing. This is the first time I'm working with these cards. They were a Christmas gift. Shout out to Kate, the Dream Detective. Thank you. But go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, and receiving. When this card appears, it announces a time of quiet energy, engaging to release resistance and go with the flow. True release requires a conscious intention to let go of control and embrace the cleansing energy of non-attachment. It's time to step back and reevaluate things. Take a break from trying to force your will and to open your heart to the guidance of the Spirit flowing within and around you. This doesn't mean that you should take no action. It means your action should flow with your intuition. Water is a very important element in your life experience. It brings clarity and understanding and represents the presence of Spirit. So I hope that resonates. Wow, it's amazing that these kind of literally flowed together. But it's, yeah, cleansing and receiving and accepting. That's kind of the theme here. So I hope, are you on mute or am I on mute? I hear you talk, or I don't hear you talking. I see you talking.
Me,
Yeah.
I started coughing, so I muted myself.
It's okay.
Hazards of the job.
It sure is.
Let's see.
So is losing a whole deck of cards. What did I just do?
Oh, you know what happened? Oh my gosh. So I don't know if you've seen my videos where I have my cards on a stand. There's 12 decks in there. It was a nail polish rack that I started
I used to use one.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're perfect, aren't they?
Yes, they're perfect. I have it back there.
Well, I have a TV tray at the office with that on it, so I could put it next to my table. I stood up and the cord was caught around the TV tray leg, knocked it over. 12 decks of cards on the floor in a pile together. So guess what?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I had to.
That's like, oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. And that shit doesn't happen when I'm blazed, only when I'm sober.
Isn't that funny how sometimes that happens?
Yeah, funny.
Or you forget something.
Very funny. Yeah, so I had to spend the day picking my cards up, separating them, cleaning them, counting them, and then spiritually cleansing them again because they were all over the floor. So
exactly,
that took up half the day right there.
Oh,
all right, so who do we got up?
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he was a Libra.
There's a message in there somewhere, Bobby. Thanks, Ange. Actually, I did. I looked at the cards that were showing on top to make sure it wasn't anything like tower moments or anything like that. It was just a lot of pentacles having to do with job as a warning to watch my money. to not be extravagant. Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Joanne. A lot of people wouldn't think to look down at what was showing. But then if you're a tarot card reader, that's a thing. All right, who was it? I think it was Maru. Yep, Maruta, home girl. Oh, good. My friend Bonnie has been discharged from the hospital.
Oh, really?
She has been going through it, you guys. Her and her husband are dear friends of mine. She started leaking brain fluid out of her nose and mouth. Um,
Oh,
there
my
was
Lord.
air in her brain that she had to have
Uh-huh.
surgery on. And hi Joanne, how you doing? Hey Denise, I got you both starred. Um, yeah, I had. Oh, Miss Tarot D, what up, girl?
Hey.
Yeah, I had brain surgery back in 2016, so I feel the pain that this poor girl's going through.
Oh, man.
Awful. I had to stop cutting hair because of that. It left me with trim.
Ugh. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and that's no good when you're trying to cut straight or, even
No, that's
layered.
how I knew something was wrong because I was going, oh,
Mm-hmm.
fakakta. All right. Maru, what makes you unique? What challenges
Okay.
your individuality? And how to celebrate yourself? For you, my dear, we're using the Witch's Kitchen Oracle cards. I love to use this deck during 420 readings. So, what makes you unique? Card called Eucalyptus, and it means breathe. What makes you unique is that you see what, and I'm getting this from the picture, not the word. You see what people need in their lives, and you're usually right. Everybody has an opinion, but you're one of those people who your opinion actually is worth a damn. Um, you are somebody who I go to with questions about certain things, especially gems. You've helped me out on several occasions identify certain stones I couldn't. Um, you know how to relax people. You know how to heal people using stones and gems. You have a special way about you. That's what uh, that's what makes you unique. You see things in a way others don't. Now, the next card for you is what challenges your individuality. We have Basil, Basil for reconciliation. You have difficulty sticking to your guns if somebody hurts you, if somebody's damaged you in some way, shape, or form. Yep, that's what it was. Uh, CSF leak, cerebrospinal fluid.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
remember what
she had, there was a tear or something in her brain, and it or in the lining that it started leaking through. Um, yeah, your breath. You were just thinking how important our breath is. I do too. When I start thinking about prana and things like that, and that happened because I was watching Dune last night, and they were talking about prana. Um, Basil, you have difficulty staying mad at people and therefore will allow them back into your lives. Um, back into your lives. Why did I say that, plural? It's probably that you've been dealing with the same people on several lifetimes, I would think. That's interesting. I'd like to do a reading with you sometime to follow up on that. That's an interesting concept. So, the last card I have for you, which is how to celebrate yourself. We have tea tree for binding. Now, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck because binding is one of the provinces of my Lord Hermes. He
Mhm.
he brings things together, okay, like the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card, the Hebrew letter is Vav. Me, yeah, yeah, Vav, nail. Okay. I had to think about it. Anyway, it brings
My
the
light just went out.
concept is nail brings two things together. Okay. Um, you
That was
you bring people together. That's your biggest gift. Tea tree, this card, I don't give a damn about tea tree. It's the binding down here. Okay. You bring people together. You see, you understand things on a different level than other people do. Lean into that, girlfriend, and never lose it. Jay, what do you got?
I got a funky light right now that just wants to go out on me, so bear with me. It's got a mind of its own. This is the first time this has ever happened. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so the first card I get, what makes you unique? I have to remember the little things. Let me put this in here so I do not discourage. Yes. Okay. So I pulled from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. And the card I got was Sword, Make the Change. So this card always tells me that that's what makes you unique. You have, like, I would say, like, the balls to do stuff most people don't. So, like, I don't know if you can see, but she's standing in the mirror and she's ready to just chop off all of her hair and just not even think twice about it. I think that's what kind of separates you from most people, is you just do what needs to be done and you don't have no qualms about it. What challenges your individuality? I got this beautiful card. It's Courage. It says strength, fierceness, and family. So this lion energy always tells me that as far as the strength and courage, looking ahead in time, ready for anything, reveals important events on the horizon. But as far as challenges, I would say that the word courage comes from the French word heart. But I think it's a delicate balance of, like, when to bring out the lion and when to be, fierce family. And then lions can be that really big, gentle, like majestic cat, that is very, soothing and comfortable. And it's right on the surface. Like, I'm always getting kind of right on the surface when I look at this card. But as far as how to celebrate yourself, summoning power, instinct, intellect, and control. She has two wolves with her, and she is about her business right now. She is, like, in the moon. She's doing her thing. And I think a way to celebrate yourself in all this is just really standing in your own power, summoning it, making the changes that you need to make, and having the courage and strength and fierceness to do it. So, I hope that resonates and that becomes part of your year's, your plans, is to get out there and make stuff happen.
Hey, Jay, who is the woman on that card with the two dogs or two wolves? Does it
Let's
say?
see. Let me look it up really quick. Number 4. Because she looks familiar. Okay, the Priestess of the Night is summoning the power of the full moon and channeling it with wild wolves beside her. Let's see. This card is telling you that that you have far more power than you realize. There may be something in your life, perhaps, or relationships or recent challenges that you felt powerless. Yeah, it doesn't say like a name, but it basically gives off Priestess of the Night energy.
I
And
was asking because she's holding what?
she's holding like, it looks like antlers, kind of. So like antlers,
Yeah. Yeah.
like in the moon. Yeah. Yeah, it's a gorgeous
Anytime I
card.
see a card like that, it reminds me of Hecate and her two canines. I consider myself both wolf to Hermes and dog to Hecate.
Wow.
So, Maru has temperance and spider totems. Temperance is all about alchemy, right? It brings two things together, the hot, the cold, the positive, the negative, and it builds
Right.
something new. And spider totems, spiders bind, okay, with the
Mm-hmm.
web, they bind. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that totally tracks and makes sense, my dear.
Some,
Aw, Mr. OD, that card reminds her of herself standing with her two chihuahuas.
oh, yeah. I mean, she's standing in her power. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and Maru says, Hecate is my guru. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Emily.
Thanks for letting me read for you.
Yes, thank you for letting us read for you.
These are like new. These are all um exciting new reads.
So,
Tincture real quick.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a hit. Don't mind if I do. So, funny story while we shuffle.
Okay.
I opened up an office space at a local indoor farmers market, and it's been going great. But one of the people that works with me, somebody came up to her the other day and says, "You're going to hell." Walk away.
My
She was
goodness.
like, "Thank you."
Yeah, right. I mean, what do you say to that? Like, thanks, I actually have an access backstage pass, so
Right?
I won't have to stand in line long.
People
Oh,
crack. Why do they do things like that?
yeah. I don't know, but they're usually the ones that either come into the chat or are kind of snooping around and looking at what you're doing, and then they want to. It's like they get caught and they're like, "You're going to hell." And you're caught. You're here. And then I'd be like, "I won't tell anyone. Do you want a reading?" And they kind of
Well,
do have a weird look.
I've had the discussion with people about tarot and the tree of life and exactly what the tree of life is.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't argue very well when I start pointing out all the angels in the tarot deck, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, let's move along to our next lucky contestant, which is Emily. Are you all set?
Yeah. Okay.
Go for it.
There's two decks that, well, no, you go ahead real quick because there's
Okay.
two that my brain is fighting with.
All right. What makes you unique, my dear, is the Nine of Pentacles upside down. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury. When it's in reverse, this is telling me you don't need fancy things to be you. You don't need a lot. You know how to be happy with the bare minimum. I'm the same way. I don't need very much. Wait.
What?
Both Tarot D and Ange said the same comeback. It was funny.
Oh, they
Um,
jinxed each other.
yeah, they jinxed each other. So, yeah, this is a great thing. You're happy in your own skin. You don't need much to be happy. And even better, you don't need anybody else to be happy. That's the major part of it. This woman stands alone in her garden. It is reversed. Uh, all that means to me is you seriously don't need other people, all right, to get by in life and survive. Um, what challenges your individuality? You have trouble getting started with things. You have a little bit of a problem with procrastination, maybe. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse is untapped potential that's not even being addressed. So that to me says you may put things off until the very last minute if you decide to do them at all. The final card we have, how to celebrate yourself. You need to, all right. I was promising myself I wasn't going to say this in this way anymore, but I'm about to. You need to calm your fucking tits, all right? You need to slow your shit down, all right? Don't try to rush headlong into things. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. I mean, speed of thought. This is saying you need to slow your shit down, okay? You need to relax and take things slow, all right? Yeah. How to celebrate yourself? Relax. Enjoy life more. All right. Yeah. Anne says she knew that was coming.
I looked at my imaginary watch here and I was like, oh, it actually took longer than I thought. I figured that would be like the first 15 minutes. I was ready for it.
I did tell myself I wasn't going to say it anymore because it might be offensive to some people, but quite frankly, a good calm your tits cuts through a lot of bullshit.
Right. And I mean, yeah, I had to make sure to put that in my video because that was a line I thought, hey, if you want to hear more of that, come to Bobby's channel because you might need to calm your tits. You never know.
I'm never going to live that down. Okay, go for it. What you got?
Okay, so what makes you unique? I got the Moon card. Listen to your intuition, pay attention to the signs from the divine, let go of fears, and revelations will make everything clear. And this archangel that comes with this card is Haniel. So I feel like this whole moon energy is, I mean, it also gives me like, Cancer vibes or, the zodiac. And, using intuition, hidden things as well. There's these, now I'm noticing there's two dogs that, of course, everyone knows the two dogs in here, but I'm noticing these are very similar to the other ones. So what challenges your individuality? I got the 5 of Swords. Unwise choices. There's a better way to make you happier, or possibly avoiding people, with questionable motives. So I feel like when it comes to your intuition, being more aware of these type of people or this environment that you might be in or have been in, or at least this energy, and how to celebrate yourself would be a river of blessings, releasing constraints. So as far as, both, I don't know if you're feeling like you're constrained or, people you're dealing with, there's just, either way, I'm noticing and sensing that you just need to kind of release and almost cleanse. Like as far as a river of blessings, it's almost like putting your hands, in like Himalayan salt water, or just a way to kind of cleanse the energy from the people around you. But definitely paying attention to the moon cycles, because I feel like stuff starts to act up during certain cycles of certain people that might not, be the best influence, if that makes sense.
That's awesome. And they've gone wild with calm your tits in the chat. Yes.
Yeah.
Everything was to do a calm your tits show.
Yeah, well, I mean, this salve should really do it too. If you really need to put it on there, I mean, this should calm them down from burning. Right, yeah, it'll calm them right. Just put a little salve. Yeah.
I would like to take this moment to say that you are all fantastic people. I love you all. You've been with me the past year that I've had my channel, and I really love you all. Just kudos to you. I smoke to your
Cheers,
health.
Bobby. Love you too.
Cheers, Red.
Cheers. I have to heat mine up. Oh. Wow, we've got a big chat.
Are you okay still, Jay?
Yep, I'm good.
All right, you let me know when you start coming down. And thank you for letting us read for you, Emily.
Yes, thank
Jenny.
you.
Jenny. Jenny, I will be calling you tonight if you're free. I need to run some things past you. And then Topaz, I will be calling you tomorrow probably. I'll send you an email tonight. Jenny, who can I turn to?
Okay, I feel like, let's see.
Okay, one.
There's a card. There's a deck calling me. Where?
Equality and how to celebrate yourself. Okay, this is cool.
Here it is. I looked right at it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go.
What?
That was
What
my
was
chair. That was my
Okay.
chair. I'm in a rocker. An office
I was
chair.
like, I know it's not an EVP, but it sounds like, you know, one of those little cow toys that you flip over and it goes
It's
and it
not
kind of creaks and goes.
EVP. Go away. A big old ass.
No, it would be. I just wanted to make sure because I'm like, is it my ear?
No, I
know.
was like, I hope they didn't think that was a fart.
Far from. If it was, it's very talented. Okay.
Aw, thank you. Yeah. You guys gave me the courage to just be myself, and I respect you all. I love you all so much. It's really so. The first card I have for you, what makes you unique? We have the Six of Pentacles, old school RWS. You see who needs help and you actually take steps to help them. You care about people. If it's within your power to help somebody, you do. Sometimes you may be helping too much instead of letting people fall on their face. Sometimes those face plants need to happen. All right. I go through them, Jay goes through them, you go through them. We need those difficult lessons at times to knock some sense into us. The warning there, though, that does make you unique, but the warning is don't give too much. Okay. Make sure you save some for yourself. So the next card we have represents what challenges your individuality. Justice. Not only do you give, sometimes you're deciding, you're judging. That is not always a good thing. And don't try to deny it, bitch, because we all do it. We all judge. All right. your one-on-one relationships come into play with the Justice card. It's associated with Libra, balance. You don't always balance things well. And I say that because both of these cards have scale. I know you can't see. I've really got to fix these settings. But both of these cards have scales. All right. They judge, they decide, and then they meet out. All right. That can be a good thing. Sometimes we need to be judgmental of people. It protects us, it protects them. If we notice something, like if I saw a friend of mine hanging out with a known criminal, I'm going to pull them aside and say, dude, what the hell? Yeah, I'd be very judgy about that. Yes, Joanne, that's the perfect way of putting it. It's about how far you take the judgment. All right. We are not judges. We are citizens looking out for each other. And although it's good to decide whether somebody needs our help or not, to be judgy in that way, it's not okay not to help somebody just because you don't like them. There are people in my life right now that I don't like very much at all. And I still will go out of my way to help them if possible. Not because I want them to, not only because I want them to be better in life, but because I want to be better in life. So I consider it a challenge to help somebody I don't like. And I try to help whenever I can. The last card we have for you, how to celebrate yourself. You have the Tower card, okay? This card says you like to shake shit up. Lean into that, all right? Shake the world up. If you think somebody needs their life shaken up a little bit, do it. I'm not saying go out and out somebody or tell their husband that their wife's having an affair or shake it up in that way. I'm saying just be a little more extra, be a little out there. I think RuPaul's Drag Race, bitch. Just
you can just shimmy your tits then. Just
yeah,
shimmy them. Just shake them. Just shimmy them.
Shimmy those tits. You're good at shaking shit up. Lean into that. All right, have fun with it. What do you got, girl?
I just got water on my phone.
I'll join you.
Mixed a little bit with drops, so there you go. Okay.
Smoke them if you
All
got
right.
beats.
What makes you unique? I have the transmutation card, purification, fire. You have that type of personality or that spirit to just change things up, literally transmute them and, get things going, get things started. It's interesting because I know I love them. They're Doreen Virtue, one of her first angel decks, but it still works. We're separating the creator from the work. But I got the red chakra card, which is passion and survival. So what challenges your individuality? When it comes to, the fire, the transmutation, the purification, your red chakra is your base chakra. It's, passion, survival. It can also be fear, depending. I think there's a good balance, but it's all fire energy. So I'm not sure if you're, a fire sign of some sort, but the third card I got was summer, and this is how to celebrate yourself. Take action, fruition, and intellect. And this is about having fun. So taking that fiery energy, transmuting it, and having a passion or just a drive to do something different. I know it's not summer now, but having that light summer heart and that feeling that you get when you're out in the summer. But I just feel like there's a lot of there's a lot of raw, base energy here. It's nice. I mean, I'm wondering what you're about to do. Because yeah, this is all good as far as, and this one fell out. So I'm wondering, are you this prophecy and premonition? So I'm not sure if you've been really getting hits lately, or some things have been, kind of clicking or coming to mind with everything, with this passing year and starting the new year. But I think taking action on any intuition or premonition that you get is going to help purify and change a lot of stuff too. So go with those gut feelings. I hope that resonates.
Thank you for letting us read for you, Jenny.
Yes, thank you.
I think I'm going to add a tagline to the video, saying blunt readings, because they tend to be a little more blunt when we do this.
I literally had that on a little post-it note of I was trying to create my little video thumbnail thing, and I had thought of that too, because I was like, blunt readings.
It's
there
great.
was another one. Yeah, there's a lot of puns, literally. Yeah.
All right, so Denise, questions are now closed, you guys. But I am going to switch decks.
Yeah.
I'm going. Where's it? Oh. I'm going to use a deck I've never used before.
I think I'm going to do the same. Plus, I just really like the way these messages are. Okay.
This is the first time I've ever used this deck in professional readings, or readings, I mean. And it is the Notoria in Light.
Let's see. Mine's the Priestess of Light. Yeah, I usually don't. I mean, there's every once in a while, if I get a new deck, I will spring it and do. But it just depends on how I'm feeling, because how sometimes if you're not sure what the meaning, like that one deck review that you were doing with the sigils and stuff, I was like, oh, that's a beautiful deck, but it would take me forever to learn. Like, I'd have some serious little notes on it.
Oh, that is one of my new favorites, old favorites, favorites. So, the thing about the Notoria in Light is it deals with angels, and the Goetia in Darkness deals with demons. I've never used either one of them. I think I used the Goetia at Halloween, maybe, because it was a spooky deck. That was it.
Yeah, I love Halloween themed spooky decks.
Oh, you've been wanting to use this deck too, Maru. Oh, there he is, Ramon. Welcome, brother.
I was gonna say, was he here earlier and then just came back?
He was. He popped back, yes.
Okay.
Yes, we were talking about his new music videos earlier. That's why the general tone in my voice. We were on the anything Ramon doesn't do well.
Exactly. Yes, he's very talented. Okay.
Okay, one.
What makes you unique? Okay.
Two.
Nice.
Three.
Oh, you see that? Let's see. I'm looking at Jenny's comment. Wow.
Wands, the Lovers, and the Sun. Okay, okay. Let's do this, Brutus. The first card we have, what makes you unique? You are the King of Wands. The King of Wands rules with head over passion. Um, you don't let your passions run away with you. Did your light just go out again?
Yes, Bobby, this has never happened on any of my lives.
Let's see. Your lights are freaking out. My mirror's falling off the wall.
You know, yeah. Happy New Year.
We raise power.
Woo! Okay, I blew out the light. Wonderful. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What makes you unique? You're able to think clearly. You're able to think with a rational head when you're in passionate situations and circumstances. Um, you you're a very caring person, but you overthink situations too much. Don't. I dare not say it again. However, I'm going to calm your fucking tits. What challenges your individuality? The Lover's card. I wish you could see this. I'm going to use my tablet next time we do this because this camera doesn't show detail very well. The Lover's card in reverse is all about letting other people stop you from doing what you want to do. It's putting them before yourself constantly, or them putting themselves first, making that decision for you. That is what challenges your individuality. You're not very good at saying no sometimes. The last card we have, how to celebrate yourself. Well, we've got the Sun in reverse. How to celebrate yourself? You need to turn this to this. The Sun is the center. The Sun is your solar plexus in your body. Right? You need to know how to center yourself better and how to make yourself the center better. Right? I've been waiting weeks to use that line. You need to center yourself better, and you need to learn how to make yourself the center better. All right. Now, all of these cards together tell me you've got a lot of fire in you, but you're not letting it grow. You're not letting that fire burn properly. You need to make yourself the center of things again for a little while. Right? Jake, all on you, boo-boo.
Yeah. Okay. So what makes you unique? I got sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. And this card, if I have a little bit of light, can you see it? Okay. It's time to open up and be more sensual with this side of life. Touch, taste, see, hear, all of the things that you appreciate in life. The resulting energetic momentum bringing you into alignment with this energy and bliss of the universe will help in addition to passionate sensuality that may be on the rise. Oh, okay. So there may be some sparks popping off here, okay? So as far as it being unique, you've got this way and this wisdom and this passion to just kind of, you know, change energy in general. I got the abundance card for what challenges your individuality, and it's fortune, wealth, and plenty. And if you can see, she's got several arms and she's doing a whole lot here. This is the first time I've seen these cards in this deck. I kind of went through them, but it wasn't in depth. Oh, and I didn't even realize there's two elephants. But okay, so the challenges, as far as your individuality, let's see, the prosperity. Okay. The affirmation is I have an open mind and I open my mind to life blessings. Unlimited wealth is coming to me in wonderful, unexpected ways. So I don't know, with this way that you can be, you know, very passionate and bring a lot of wisdom to it, there's literally, like with her hands, there's a delicate balance between, you know, the fortune, the wealth, and, you know, having plenty of it and being comfortable. But the third one I get is sacred gratitude, and that's how to celebrate yourself. So sacred gratitude, appreciation, and prayer. It's almost like, I don't know, I'm getting that something's happening where you almost have to change and kind of be a little bit saucy. And but still be abundant. So to kind of get the things that you want, there's a way that you can centrally kind of maneuver through it. I don't know, you know, if that means a particular instance, but the sacred gratitude is the appreciation and prayer of these abilities that you're able to, you know, kind of harness. It's like a very kind of get sassy energy.
She says spot on. She even said, wow, spot on.
Okay. Well, wow to you, because I'm looking at these cards and yeah, we got to come up with more taglines here, because this energy has its own like way of speaking. Literally,
Yeah.
I mean, it's shutting lights off, it's dropping stuff off the wall.
I'm having a blast and just swimming in magic. So this is
I
good.
know, it feels good. Thanks everybody for being here.
I inhale to your good health.
Yes, I'm gonna take another drink.
Okay. So that was Denise. We have Joan Miranda.
Okay. Yes, elephants are good luck.
I was gonna say, how do you not see two elephants?
Yeah, and I only hit it once, because that's why I was like, my vision gets blurry. I have to wait.
All right, here we go.
Okay, what duck? You are welcome.
One of my new favorites, the Dante Tarot.
I want to kind of.
That's like my
Okay.
husband.
I'm laughing at Miss Terrell D's comment. Sorry, she distracted me for 1 second. Oh, God, I love the humor.
You're welcome,
Okay.
Denise. Thank you for letting us read for you.
Yes. I heard your chair. Okay, we're gonna try a new.
I still remember the very first elephant riddle I ever learned. How do you know if there's an elephant in your refrigerator? The footsteps in the butter. I think I was 9.
Oh my gosh. No, elephants are. I had to stop going to the circus because elephants, they broke my heart because they told me things.
I know. I saw a special on that too, how they got them to do all those tricks, and I never wanted to see that again. Same with
Yeah. Yeah. So that was one thing that changed my childhood, where I was like, oh, I want, to be involved with animal. And then when it's just that energy of the circus, I was like, I can't do it again. But
I used to want to run away and be a carny and run the games on the I always wanted to do that. Then I found out probably not the best character people.
Well, I thought either the one who gets shot out of the cannon, who does all the acrobatics, because I did gymnastics, or the fortune teller.
Oh no! Did you see the fortune teller on Sabrina?
I don't think so.
Watch the last season. It's really good.
No. I'm trying to think of I was thinking of something else. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just looking at what I drew for going forward here. All right. So the first card we're going to pull for you is the Fool. Yeah, you can't see that. This is the Dante Tarot, one of my new favorites. The Fool, what makes you unique? You're a rebellious motherfucker, aren't you? You take risks. You shake it up. You go your own way. That is what makes you unique. The problem is you don't always think of the consequences. That's the problem. I would advise looking before you leap, at least a little bit. All right. Because this to me sounds like when you're all in, you're all in. You're like, let's do this, Brutus. I can't say shit because I'm the exact same way. And anybody who knows me on a personal level can attest to that, because they're going to watch this and they will probably make a comment on it. I have a habit of not looking before I leap and trusting that the gods will take care of me. So most of the time they do. But sometimes I do fall on my face and I hear that voice in the back of my head say, bet you won't do that again. Which is a lie, because I do. The next card we have for you is the reverse Two of Pentacles. This is not only Capricorn energy, which is your public image type thing. It's what I'm getting from it is you're not very good at juggling. Okay, you're not very good at doing more than one thing at a time. And that's no bueno. All right, for somebody who doesn't put a lot of thought into where they're going to land when they leap, that's not a good thing. All right, you need to, yes, calmest thou tittest. You need to think things through a little better, because right now you're starting to let things drop in the world arena, as far as home life, work. You're getting distracted with something. Something's taking you off of your course, so to speak. And I think that has to do with the people around you, maybe at work. This is the Eight of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Cups is a card that says you need to unplug from certain things, certain situations, and certain people. All right. It says you need to walk away for your own safety. Remember, these are for entertainment purposes only. Do not take what I say as a cue to get a divorce and leave everything. Traumatic brain injury keeps you in check. Family issues, big time. Are you able to disconnect from those family issues, my dear? It feels like you're getting dragged in against your will into certain arenas, and that's not very good. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can tell you is you need to pull back from certain things, okay? The Eight of Cups is a walk away card. All right, you need to walk away from certain energies. Should you stay though, please take care of yourself. Jay, what you got?
Okay, for what makes you unique, I got Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. So this whole energy with Sisterhood of the Rose in general is kind of giving off that coven energy or sisterhood energy, and having to do with beauty. But rose to me also represents the heart chakra and things pertaining to sisterhood or family just in general. As far as what challenges your individuality, I have the gold card. You don't need someone else to fix you. So it's about empowerment and the challenges that make you different, and realizing the situation that you're in, that you can really do this yourself. You can stay, even though the sisterhood is important to be around, it's also about your individuality, and that could be a challenge, is trying to find that line where you're still feeling like you can do what you can do without feeling maybe like you don't want people to fuss over you, or worry about you too much. But there's kind of I'm getting a sense in your head of some days are good, some days are bad. And so I'm being told just to remind yourself that you don't need anyone else. Like those days when things aren't going right, just tap within and work with your guides, because they're there to support you with all of this. And if you look at this card, she's very into, if you can see her expression, she's very focused. She's not even looking down at what she's doing. She just knows that like life is hard right now. I've got stuff I got to do. I have to stay in motion. And she just kind of has like, this look on her face, like it could go either way. But a way to celebrate is creating heaven on earth. It's happening, and it's the Lemuria card. So I mean, it's about all of that abundant energy and just stepping into nature. And I'm not sure if you're a crystal lover, but Lemuria stones, I have a lot of them. They're really powerful when it comes to change, and ways that I know that certain sentient beings help from this era, like certain guides, and I'm being told for you to call on them, because the healing that's involved with this whole energy, even though it's ancient and it stays steady and true for a reason, because it always delivers. So I hope that makes sense for you. But I wish you the best in your journey and your health, and thank you for letting me read for you.
Thank you for letting us read for you, Joanne. Remember, any decisions you make, think them through, okay? But we do have your best interests at heart. If somebody's giving you if they're putting feelings on you that you shouldn't be feeling, you may want to go no contact, like you say. But let's see. Oh, Chris. All right, let's do this.
Okay. Sorry, my earpiece just went off for no reason. It just cut off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You do sound different.
Okay. Yeah, it cut off. It took me out of my ear and went to my tablet, and then it's back, I hope now. Okay, but you can hear me? That was weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so who are we reading on?
Chris, Hangman. Okay. One, two, three. Ooh, interesting. So the first card I got for you, my friend, what makes you unique? You look at life in a weird ass way, my. You look at life in ways that other people think are upside down. This is the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords is the smartest card in the deck. He is pure brain power. He doesn't do anything without logic being involved. When he's upside down, that logic is out the frickin' window. Right? It's any game, any man's game at that point. You're capable of thinking in a unique way. That is your special gift. That's what makes you unique. All right. What challenges your individuality? Well, here we have the Two of Wands. This is a card of Aries. No, I can't hear you. I'm assuming that's what you said. No, I can't hear you.
Okay, my
Hey, there, I
my
heard.
thing cut out. It's not. Let me try it again. It keeps like getting unpaired. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Okay. You're very aggressive at times. The Two of Wands is a card of Aries. Aries is going forward with your plans aggressively, doing things in an aggressive manner. What challenges your individuality is when you get it into your head that you're right. Unfortunately, you lean into it maybe a little too hard. Try to chill. All right. Reach down, grab your huevos, and relax. And also, I want you to start grounding yourself better, Chris. We're going to talk about ways to ground yourself. I think you're a little too powerful not to be untrained properly, but we're working on that. We already discussed this. The final card that we have for you, how to celebrate yourself, you have the Death card. Change doesn't scare you. Lean into that. All right. Embrace the new. Embrace everything new coming to you, because it's time you survived. It's time to start living. Okay. That has been my quote for the past couple of days. You survived. Now it's time to live. All right. Jay, what do you got, girl?
Yeah. You can hear me okay now?
Yes.
Okay.
You sassy
All right.
thing.
For man, sorry, it's really trying me here. Okay. So what makes you unique? I have the Cold Moon, the Reach Out card. This represents, reaching out when it comes to spirit realm or just wanting, you know, to experience new things. And in different genres, I guess you could say, of spirituality. What challenges your individuality is the Mead moon. I couldn't see that at first. And that's restless energy. So this card always tells me that when it comes to settling down the brain or the mind, body, and spirit, that could be a challenge for you. So I think in ways that you can kind of celebrate yourself in that way, but it's kind of a strange maneuver to it. But I got Organize the Mind, and it has a little crow kind of picking at the brain of the older woman. And this card always, you know, it's about contemplation. I know. she has like a little like nest hat thing on. But yeah, whenever I get this card, it always tells me your brain's going too fast, slow down, so you can get everything kind of in order, because otherwise it just feels like how the card looks. It's just like a swirly mess, and you have yourself, you know, a little bird on top. But overall, yeah, I would just say, like Bobby was saying, grounding your energy, and making and being mindful of it, and maybe doing it, you know, a couple times a day. And if you're, you know, wondering ways to do that or whatever, and your brain's going, you can always listen to certain frequencies of music that are healthy, and just try to do things that will work out that restless energy. Because I'm also getting that, like, I don't necessarily mean movement, but just something to kind of get out the nervousness, kind of like
Chris,
a spirit,
I didn't mean to
like a
cut you off
spiritual.
there. Do
No,
you
it's
have
okay.
ADHD, my friend? Because when she said that about slowing down your brain, and I pulled the King of Swords upside down, that's ADHD behavior. And I just, if you could respond, yes, ADHD. Okay. Then we're dealing with a medical issue here as well as this. So we'll talk later about this. Jay, I'm sorry to cut you off, love.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I was picking up the same thing. So yeah, and I get it. These are the cards that always tell me when I'm going too much, and yeah, so I welcome them, because then I'm able to rein everything in. So
Yes. Pull it to a stop. Thank you for letting us read for you, Chris. I know that with ADHD, because my nephew has ADHD, and it's hard for him sometimes. So I respect the path that you're walking, and I know it's difficult, but being ADHD does give you a leg up, believe it or not, on spiritual matters, and we'll talk about that at another time. So thank you for letting us read for you. And Jay, thank you for being my guest tonight. I had a blast.
Thank you for having me. I had a blast
to
too.
your good health.
Yes. Cheers. I hope everybody had a good time in the chat. I'm gonna have to go back, because doing all this and doing the chat, and trying to keep up. It's been a year. It's been about a year since I've been on.
Really?
Actually doing live readings. So you're my first this year.
God, it's been a year since I've heard that. All right.
I have to be blunt with you, Bobby.
Read for you, Chris. And we will see you guys on the next 420 tarot. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later.